Greetings, greetings, dear hearts. Welcome to Warm Up Sunday. It's MS.D here. Title of this Warm Up Sunday is Dealing Through Crafting. Dealing with a lot and going to craft my way out. Oh, I'll tell you what's going on in a moment, but what's really going on is what we got in front of us on the desk. I was planning for our video and got a phone call that kind of disturbed me, and had a week that did disturb me. Got a lot going on, and so I'm going to deal through crafting. And what that meant is what I planned, this beautiful beauty, I don't know how she's going to work out. I'm just going to do what we do. I'm going to craft my way through, therapeutically craft. Lots going on. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do, but I do want to play with everything that's on my desk. Some things I tried and didn't succeed at when I try to work out. An image that I created some time ago. I'm ready to play with her, get her ready for a journal. So I printed her out on some coffee dye paper. And I want to play with that and maybe get a journal page made out of it. And I'm just going to use what I have right around me. And I'm going to drink coffee on y'all today. Where to begin? So there's a series called Break a Blank Page. I don't have a blank page because I haven't even made a page. But I got a new journal idea that I'm working on, and I want this girl to go in. So I'm just going to play with this image for 2 minutes, and then I'm going to try to create a page to put her on. First thing I want to do is play with this copy before I try to play with the image. I'm going to just cut it down a little bit. I just copied it on some regular copy paper. I don't know exactly how I want to do her, so I made a couple copies. I'll show you what I did do. If I don't do anything, it's something I drew. I drew her. I was thinking of paint her and put her in, but I find when I paint, I mess up my images. These are some of the pages I'm thinking about for that new image. That new book, new journal I want to make. Oops, craft the lunch already? Here she is, copied and just put in, like I was going to put her in a signature. And I could go with that, just embellish around her. That could be one idea. So push come to shove, I won't destroy her, but we're just going to play with the image and then try to make a different page. So the first thing I did was cut her down. She looks better already cut down. One of the things I thought was maybe make a frame. And the other thing I thought was, let's cut around her and then create a background, maybe paint her. Let's throw a little paint on this. Maybe that'll get my juices flowing. It's Warm Up Sunday. Let's warm up. Let's see if I can find a piece of parchment paper kind of close. And just paint it and see what it looks like if I do put some paint on it. Usually it takes away, when I pencil draw, when I paint on top of it, it usually takes something away. So I wasn't so anxious to do that, but since I'm warming up, that's a great warm-up exercise. Let's play with that and see how it comes out. All right. It's the Sunday before Memorial Day. And got a lot to be thinking about in thinking about Memorial Day. Well, I kind of like the parchment paper over top of her, and trace her directly on the parchment paper could be a fun experiment. Okay. It's warm-up Sunday. I'm here in the craft room. How I warm up sometimes is just play. So I'm just going to play. I'm going to move some of these things that I want to get to. I had planned to be crafting today. This is a little sheet that I just took the ink pad and played with color. I want to create on top of that. I think I'm going to make a hidden paper clip on that. That's what this is all about. See what colors she end up if the paper clip's going to end with her. But right now, just to warm up, I'm thinking let's play with the paint on the parchment paper. That looks fun to me. Since it can be seen through so easily. If it doesn't work, I'll stop right in the middle of the process. So don't get attached. Don't get attached. I'm just playing. And already I feel the creative juices going and the stress leaving. Taking a little of this brown that I got from the dollar store. I'm trying to see what color. They call it deep brown. And for me, it's a little too deep. So I like to add a little gold to it to get my skin tone. Oh, that's a lot. And a little messy. What is creating if you can't get messy, right? Alright, so I'm just thinking paint on the parchment paper. So I think I probably better tape that down or weight it down so it doesn't move so much on me. Just putting things on the end of the paper. Hope that's not in your way. And I'm going to just paint around here and see what we get. First I'm going to mix these colors. Try to create the skin tone I like. And I've just been mixing gold and brown, and that's usually been mellow enough for me. Let's see. Ooh, that's deep chocolate. I've never done this before, so this is definitely an experiment, painting right on parchment paper. And just relaxing as I do it. Just going with the flow. So what's going on? What's got MS.D all stressed and needing therapeutic crafting? I see this parchment paper wrinkling, but I'm not going to stress that. Well, besides what we're all going through as a country, as a nation, these shootings, that Texas shooting has stressed me some. Let's say a lot. Just, trying to process these young children, young adults, 18 years old, so troubled that they're doing these shootings. And again, seems to be targeted shooting. Hurts and has been worrisome. I don't know how this is going to work out. I don't see the lines that great. So that stressed me a bit. The other thing is this week my grandson got hit by a car. He's in the hospital still in intensive care. Thank God, doing better today, but hurt pretty badly. So that's been stressful. After the live today, I believe we're going to go up to the hospital, see if we can get a turn to see him. They're limiting visits, of course. This is interesting, y'all, this painting. It's like I lost some of my lines to see, so I don't know if it's going to look exactly like the image, but I'm going to play with it. Yeah, he was in the crosswalk and a driver went around some cars and hit him. So that's bad news, bad news. Interesting looking this is. Maybe I'll put the hair on and kind of pull it together a little bit more. I'm looking at it on camera. It looks totally different than what I see with my eye. But I do know we need a few layers. For the hair, I like to mix up kind of the skin tone. In the picture that I painted, she has locks. And sometimes I struggle to get that painted in if I don't start the painting process with doing the hair, to try to repeat what I did in a drawing. Sometimes doesn't quite work out. But I'm going for it today. So I get the base, kind of looks like the skin tone colors. Okay. And then, because with acrylics you usually do a lot of layers, so I'll get that layer going, and then I'll take some black this black has thickened up as if I need to consider getting a new bottle. That's a lot of black. I'll use it on something. I got these ovals cut out because I wanted to think about making a picture frame with her face if I did it smaller. So I'm just gonna use this half of the parchment paper and take some of that black and paint this one. Never waste paint is my motto. Okay. That can dry while we're painting. See if that works. I do feel the warm-up happening. Just having a brush in your hand with a little paint on it starts the process. I felt creatively I was already ready, had lots of ideas, probably too many, a little bit overwhelmed. Then I got that phone call from my brother, which is the other thing that has me needing a little therapeutic processing. Just told me that one of my young cousins, the son of my cousin that I might have mentioned last week, is having health concerns. Well, his son just passed away unexpectedly. My brother just called and told me that. So MS.D is quite full of things that are not so pleasant. So this will probably be a very quick little live, me warming up. And then I'll be sitting here quietly gathering my thoughts and emotions, I guess. Okay. I think I got one more of those. A big one that might really, yeah, work to do her face. I just want to use up some of that black. I had way too much. This is also something I do a lot, is do two things at once. As it dries, the bottom colors will show up, give some highlights. Okay. I'll get this layer on and then we'll try to define the locks even more in a bit. This base layering. Painting isn't my first skill. something I like to do, learning to do. So this definitely won't be a masterpiece, but for my journal it'll look nice. And I like to put pieces that I've created in the journal. Okay. We'll work out more details as we go here. So her hair's already shifted from the original. On the original, I got the hair flowing pretty smooth down. This first layer, I kind of spread that out. The hairline's a little different. You can work those things out as we go. Okay. Play with some gesso around her eyes, and then we'll do another skin layer. Let's try to set her eyes in. And I did move that a little bit. How that happened, I don't... Oh, because I moved the gold. But I got the basis of it in here. Just kind of work the arm in. I'll change the colors a little bit later. Just get something down so I have something to work from. Sorry I'm not so talkative, but this is truly a warm-up and a therapeutic process, just letting the paint flow a little bit, not stressing the outcome of this. It's on parchment paper, not even on the copy paper, so no stress. Probably should have had a little more water around. parchment kind of does look like a watercolor effect, the way it takes the paint. Okay, that gives us a little guide. Now, I was going to play with the eyes. Try to work the mouth out a little bit. Mixing the paint in the dried will kind of help me not to have too much paint, but enough to mark. Just working in where the eyes would be, their sockets really. We'll work on the shapes as we go. Might have to extend her face a little bit. Yeah, as I said, this isn't my favorite thing. Is painting after a drawing. I'm glad I did it on the parchment so I don't have to keep it if I don't want. Just call it a warm-up and play with it. And that's what I'm going to do, is just start playing with it. Just starting to get the definition of the locks going. It takes a couple layers. Actually feeling the hair starting to come around. I know that it takes multiple layers to get it there, but I can see it starting to form. That's kind of rewarding. Okay, let's put another layer on her face. The parchment paper looks quite wrinkled on the camera. So I'll make this layer a little bit thicker. start defining a little bit more. Working that chin. Kind of pull the forehead around. Create that space between her eyes. Haven't quite worked out the mouth. This is just a second coat. And this is a rush job. This isn't going to be perfection. It's just a basic, simple something for the journal. Okay, let that dry a little bit. See if I can see my way through to the nose. Sometimes it takes a few layers before I'll actually get comfortable enough to try to work that kind of thing in, or I have to get the mouth going. I know it looks a little bit dark. We'll lighten her up in a minute. Pull that hair back a little bit. And play on her lips. Just put some color down. She may end up abstract, what I'm seeing. And I don't mind playing. I want to pull her eyes over just a little. Look quite spooky, right? We'll work it out. We'll get it there. Guess this is what they call the ugly stage. How do you feel about this kind of warm-up Sunday where it's more of a paint than a journal entry or make something. Oh, that looks weird. But I do want to give her full lips. I'll bring them down. I'll bring them down, y'all. Don't know what this shirt's gonna look like in the end. But one of my things I do is any paint that hits the brush, sometimes I'll put it in the clothing. Create layers. Okay. Try to work in a nose. Feel like the eyes may be a little low. Yeah. The proportions are off. Not feeling that. Wasn't feeling that at all, so just it's beauty of acrylic painting. You can do a do-over. Basically using the shirt to clean the brush. Okay. That really looks bad on the camera. It's bad, but not that bad. Let that dry a little bit. See here, one of the other things while that's drying, I was trying to do was make that hidden paper clip. So let's see if I can pull that out while that's just drying. Hopefully I'll be able to get the wrinkles out once it dry, and I can do another layer. This is how it goes sometimes. Just warm up. You don't end up with just a perfect image just because. And I'm going to play with the paint that's down here on the palette. In fact, I'm going to play over here. her dry on that side. And just get some color on this. It's a simple piece of book page. Just blending some of the palette colors in. Okay. It's actually pretty. That happened real fast. Took that book page and turned it into a masterpiece. I like that. I like that. I'm gonna dry that just a touch. Just a little bit. Okay, so I was going too hard. Okay. Always trying to do things fast. Always trying to do it fast. Actually, that looks good with that black. Like that. Alright, hidden paper clip. Let's see. Okay. Might want to pull that over just a bit more. Kind of make a pocket. That actually came out really pretty, that paper. Really pretty. Then we just want to take a paper clip. And put it in the center. And we want to glue that down. That'll make sure that the paper clip doesn't move. And I like to add a piece of tape too for extra security. That baby won't go anywhere. Phone's dinging. Okay. And I think I kind of want the pocket to be on this side. So I'm going to just glue this down, this side down. I've made the hidden paper clips here on the channel before. So I'm going to pull that all the way over. And my paper clip's still in the center, so that's good. Looks like leather. Then I just, I hope you're warming up. I'm sorry, dear hearts. I wanted to give you a video, but have a lot on my mind, and this is therapeutic processing. Just do. And so I hope you can find some inspiration or craft and get some relief as you watch this. This is how I definitely use crafting for therapy. Just play with my stuff. It's not so much the end product as it is the process. I feel better already. And we're just going to glue that down on the sides. Trying to use as little glue as I can. Okay. Okay. Feels a little sticky from the paint and that glue. I was being too stingy. I'm going to trim this in so I'm not worried about that hanging over just a bit. There we go. And that's the hidden paper clip, or semi-hidden. It can be attached like this to your book page or anything that you want to attach it to. And that definitely was not dry. So that means I'm going to go ahead and hide that all the way. Not even going to let you see that boo-boo. What that thing did to me. Oh. Happy accident, maybe? That's too big. Too small? How am I going to fix that accident? It's like the glue was wet and the paint, and it came on through. So that didn't work out. the way I would want it. Oh, I know what we can do. I'm going to trim this down and make it a little shorter. That really was a fail. I moved too fast. That's what happened. I didn't let everything dry. And I'm going to try to... Oh, that is just dying. If I can do it, I'll do it. If I can't, we're going to say, look at that fail. Oh, there we go. We're going to save it. We're going to save it. I'm just getting more strength to the back where the paper clip was. And I'm going to slide this clear paper up under here and tack this down. I gotta say, that's the first time that's happened to me. And it really needs to set up. So it's making me struggle. Struggle bus, as they say. I'm gonna let it fully dry before I try to use it. Oh my God. Can you believe this? What a mess. Let's see if we can work our way out of this. What happened was, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to just go with that. I'll use that for something else. I'll start over. Sorry. I won't even paint it. I won't make you watch all that. Actually, the paper gave way on me is what happened. So, with a fail and having to do it again, I'm going to choose a different paper. Use this index card. We know that's strong enough. Sorry about that, you guys. I'm going to leave this video up. You know, sometimes when you're working it out and you're going through a therapeutic process, things happen. And just like the crisis we're dealing with, you just got to keep on going. Just getting a little color on it. Since I chose a different paper, I thought we could go ahead and put a little color. The index card is definitely stronger than that book page. It won't give way like that. This is the fold side. Alrighty. That's pretty too. Hate that, but perfection is not always possible, huh? Life's not perfect, so seeing a little imperfect art's okay. Let's try that one more time. Yeah, that paper just gave straight away. It might have been too much glue for that paper. So I'll go easier. And how about let's just use some Fabrifix instead this time. Acting like it's a little clog that's coming out slow. But we do know it's a good glue and I can control it a little bit more. Okay. It holds really well. So I'll be okay with that. You don't succeed, you try again. That's what my dad used to say. So we have our glue and our little tape. Try to get it straight and keep it straight. Okay, we should be in better shape. Okay, and I'm going to cut it just a little bit. I don't want it this long. You could do it this long, but I don't really want it that long. And I probably can get 2 out of this. Okay. Glue our sides. Feeling better about this one already. Take that over the paper clip. Yeah, this is a much stronger paper, so we won't have that same problem. Glue on my fingers. Okay. Make our little thumb notch. Glue up the sides. Yeah, Fabrifix even comes out nicer. I'm going to let that get a second there to dry. And wipe my fingers off. They feel so sticky. Oh boy, been at it already for just about an hour. So I'm gonna just round my corners a little bit. Now, there we have it. Hidden paper clip, and we can put something in the pocket. Let's make that a writing spot. Just getting the glue off my fingers. All right, I'm feeling warmed up. I'm gonna add a layer on my girl's face, brighten her back up. A little secret writing spot. I like the words kind of showing just like that. And at some point I may embellish harder. But for now we're going to just go with this. And sometimes I can work a piece of lace through the top of the paper clip. If it's not all the way down. Sometimes I can push it through. But as everything today, it wants to be difficult. I'll give that a try. Otherwise, I'll just glue it on the top if I can't get it. There we go. I tell you, it's a rough ride today. Okay. And just to make it cohesive, put a little pull on the or little trim on the writings paper. Something sticky down there. Okay. Alrighty. And you could embellish that even more. And put that over to the side with the rest of the stuff that I'll be making today. For the journal page. She's dry. Add another layer. Let's see. Just fold it up like this. Just in case I get her to work out. Can't say she's looking all that promising. But she was a warm-up. And I didn't mess up any of my good papers. So that's a plus. And just trim her down to fit in a signature. Because a lot of times, layers later, I can work something out. I won't take you through that on the live today. But you'll see her in the journal. I'm going to put another coat, but she probably won't be finished. And you'll see her probably next week all done up. Or I changed the whole idea. And just use the painting itself. But let's finish that up. Get her hair together, face together. Okay, mix those two. give her another layer. Oh, that looks better. Much. I'm going to do the whole face. Bring everything up. Bring her eyes up. That's the beauty of all these layers. It never stuck. Where's that original image? That's the original that I painted. And I know you're seeing a lot of wrinkles, so you can't really get a good look on this parchment paper. And it'll take drying to get the wrinkles out. That'll be a later step. But not too bad, not too bad. I'm not worried. In fact, I want to dry that a little bit, I think, in that process right there. Sometimes drying on the back, I can straighten wrinkles out. Okay. Oh, that's less wrinkles, and it looks really much better here as I'm looking at it live. Let's do a little something with her hair. Yeah, the more layers you put with the hair, the better it looks. They always say there's an ugly stage in art. You just sat with the ugly stage for a while there. By the time you see her next week, she'll be right. Because I am going to let her dry properly. And then do her face. But that's looking better already, right? Patience is the key. And as a process, I do feel more relaxed mentally. Even with the hang-ups, it was something I could fix. And so that therapeutically helps when you can have a problem and you can fix a problem or see a solution that can be therapeutically good. And it was for me. Because in the end, she's coming out to be a beauty. Just like I knew she would. See her coming out? Find you the best light. She's working it out. She's working it out. Actually liking that now. It truly is all the layers that help. I think we'll stop there, dear hearts, and let her dry up. And work her out into our journal, and you'll see that probably in our next warm-up. Don't want to mess with her too much until she dries. But the parchment paper kind of worked out. What do you think? Kind of worked out. Get her face in there next week. Can you see it? There we have it. All right, dear hearts, I'm going to thank you for coming and hanging out. I hope that you have a blessed week and that you find a way to be creative. Until next time, peace.